Hello, ladies and gentlemen, once again to Origami Paper Airplanes. And continuing in our series of Star Trek starships, today we're featuring the USS Stargazer, which was Captain Picard's first command. The ship was later found by the Ferengis and used in an episode trying to get revenge on Captain Picard. And this is what we came up with. It's a pretty nice little model right here. It has the 4 engines on the standing nacelles. Alrighty, for today's build we're going to need paper cutter, a scissor, glue stick, and 2 sheets of paper. Alright, so let's clear this area right here and we'll start. Take first sheet of paper and we're going to make 2 of those bird fold kind of shapes. Let me pull our focus out here a little bit so we can see what we're doing. Alright, first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to take one of these, fold it over diagonal. Make sure you got a good point up at the top. And fold. Alright, just like that. Pull our paper cutter over here. Open that up. And let's slice off the extra paper because we need to make a square. Alrighty. Soup, if you don't got one of these, you can use a scissor. Pretty nice little thing to have. That little piece that you cut off right there, you need to save both of these. We're going to use those later on to make parts for our ship. Alright, once you got this one like that, I want you to fold this across here like this. Okay, and bring it down to a point like that. Okay, then open it back up, bring the tip here down to the end like this. Make nice clean folds. Doesn't matter how long it takes to make one of these. The end product justifies the time. Right. And fold. Right. Now once we have that, open those petals back up like that. Then open the whole triangle open and flip it over so that you have this fold facing upwards. Okay? Push down in the center, plop, and it'll flop in half. Let's see here. And bring 1 petal in, 2 petals in, flatten this down. Right. We're going to take that point right there, line it up, down here with the others, and make it like this. Okay? That way it's going to make like an accordion kind of shape like that. Alright? Let's rotate this around so all the points are pointing up to the top up here. We're going to take this corner here, fold it to the center line, just like this. One side, and we're going to take the other side, fold it to the center line also. Okay, just like this. Excellent, there we go. Now I want you to take the bottom half of this right here, and where these edges are on the bottom of those 2 folds, I want you to bring this up and make that triangle come flush. Just like that. Okay, and undo that. Let's flip the other side over. Do the same exact thing again. And those points to the center line. Fold them diagonal. And fold this one in here too. Now I know I say make exact folds all the time, but sometimes you're going to have a little bit of slip and overage. It's just the nature of paper. Alright, bring that triangle up there and break the paper again. Perfection comes with practice. Alright, let's just break that a little bit. Alrighty. I want you to please take this triangle here and fold it in half like this. So the point comes up to the bottom there. Okay? Crease it over like this. Alright? Papers are starting to get smaller, so let's come back in a little bit closer so people can see. Alright. And flip it over and let's break that paper some more. Now this model is going to be two pieces that interlock into each other. So we want that to make a docking point, I guess you would call it. Alright. Okay, and that's nice and loosey-goosey. Open this whole thing back up like this. Okay. I want you to come back in here like this. And where that triangle was that we had, push it inside. Okay. And this is going to be kind of hard, but we are masters of paper. So we're going to force our will upon it. Sometimes it helps just kind of grab it by the edges here, kind of fold it by hand until it slowly collapses inside. Alright, and then flatten it down. Okay. See how we did that there? Okay, now let's go back to our sides that had these folds and stuff like this. We want to open those up. We're going to pull up this flap right here. We're going to invert this top fold. Okay? I'm just going to work it a little bit first because it's easier than trying to mess with it. On that line down there for the big triangle we made, let's pull that over like this. Push in a flap, push in a flap, and line everything up. And make it come down to a point. Straighten everything up as we go. Alrighty. And we'll lay this back up here. Alright. Nice. Flip it around. Grab the other one. Top flap. And this in here. Just kind of revert those folds a little bit so they'll go our way. You don't have to do that if you're good at this. I just find it makes it a little easier. Okay. Push in the flap. Push in the flap. And straighten it up as we go. See, sometimes it wants to bunch up on you. We'll just iron it and crease it out a little bit. Okay, and then the sides go in like that. Okie dokie. We'll lay that back down. Alright. This is going to be the front half of our ship right here. Okay. I want you to open this way right here. I want you to take this wing, flip it backwards like that, and then close this up, folding that back in half. So you basically inverted it, see? Like that. Then come over here, do the same thing with the other one. Just flipping it in half this way, and closing this back up. It's kind of a weird model because you do a lot of manipulation by hand, not pressing on the table, but you'll figure it out. Okay. Now notice this distance right here. I want you to go that distance up here plus a little bit. Okay? We're going to fold this down like this. Now most of the diagrams and whatnot, and models I've made before, I try to make that round, but actually the Stargazer is kind of a teardrop shape. So we're going to put that right there. We're going to take this one, fold it over two. Alright. Then let's fold this over. Almost to the point is up here. Like that. Okay, and let's fold it over one more time so the points meet down here. That's going to be the bridge of our ship. Okay, right now would be a good time to apply a little bit of glue, help everything stay in place. So let's open this right here, put some gluey glue. Nee, 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 nee. Okay, that stays right there like that. Let's push this out of the way for a second with some gluey glue. And close that down on top of that right there. And maybe do these points right here too. One for a bridge, two for a bridge. Alright. Oops, clean up our little mess there a little bit. And that's going to be the bridge of the ship. Okay, make sure these are spread just a little bit right here like this. It's a little easier when we come to the next part. Okay, let's go ahead and set that to the side right over here right now. Now, everything we did to make that bird base before, I want you to do with a second piece of paper. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm just going to go ahead and make one. Let me bring our focus back out. We're going to do the same thing with another sheet of paper. And I'll do this quickly, because we're going to use two of these interlocked together to make the shape of the USS STARGAZER. Okay, use handy dandy paper cutter. Line it all up, close it, and oops, line it up, and make a cut. All right. Remember, save that piece. All right, we'll put that over there. And then down here. It never ceases to amaze me how something as thin and fragile as paper can bunch up and bind on you just tough as rock. Okay, put these down here. Do this quickly and efficiently. Rocking and rolling right along. Now with this one, we're not going to make that fold here that inverts the tip. You'll see why later. Okay, invert these. Now that we got this part, I want you to take, we're going to take these leaves, put one in like this, like that. Take this leaf, fold it in like this. Go to the other side, fold this leaf over, and fold this leaf over. Okay. All right. Now you can see how this is going to fit into this right here already, like that. We bring our focus back down. Okay, let's put that back over there. What we need to do is we need to bring the center part up, like this. Okay, and as we do that, it's going to be a weird kind of fold, but you got to bring these wings in at the same time. It's kind of weird. You want them to stand up about yay, like this, at an angle. Okay, just put those wings back in there, like that. You got to manipulate the paper just a touch sometimes. But you bring it like that. Okay. Flatten those folds down. And I'll show you that sideways. See how that sticks up and makes a shark's fin right there like that? Like that. Alright. Now let's lay this over on its side right here so we can work on the other side. And do the exact same thing. Open it up. Bring this up. Hold the shark's fin. Let it fight you a little bit. There's the fishy. Okay. Rotate that in as you go. On that side. And match it up and line it up as best you can. There we go. Make sure. Bring that one up right there. And get your folds just right. Okay. Okay, so now you're going to have this thing that looks like this right here. See? Okay. Now, let's put these two wings over here like this. I want you to take this leftover spiky thing that's right here. I want you to fold it right here all the way up. Okay? Give that a good crease. Okay? And let it back out. Let's go to the other side and do that one too. Okay? Fold it all the way up right at the base of that right there. Make sure you line that up decently. Okay. Alrighty, and then let it back out. Alright, so now we got this thing right here. Might want to strengthen those folds a little bit. Maybe come to this side and we'll do it again right here. And just work that paper back and forth. Okay. Like I said, this is kind of a weird model when you're making it because you're not putting it down on the table as much. Now ultimately, these are going to be able to invert this direction like this. Okay? Right down the center line. Okay? You can measure them a little bit and check them out. Make sure everything fits. One. And we're going to make the other one do the same thing. Fold it inside there. Like this. Right down the center line. And of course it wants to fight you. Alright. Close that. See how that's like that? Okay, we got these two pylons standing up. Okay, we're going to leave those inside there for the time being. come up here and just past where this is right here, I want you to make a parallel fold, just like that. Okay, let's break it on the other side. Parallel fold. Okay, and we're going to take the other one over here. We're going to match its fold over here. Parallel. And parallel. Now, this seems like it's going to be harder than it is, so I'm going to bring my focus way in here and show you this, okay? This parallel line, we want to stand this up and open this wide all the way down to this point and bring this crest, the center spine, right onto that line, just like that. Okay? Flatten it out. All right. Once we got that, then we're going to take this point and fold it up to that point right there. Just like that. Okay? And then teeter-totter it back and forth a little bit here to make the crease. Alrighty. If you've got this point, you're doing pretty good. You can see how that's going to stand up and make the pylons for the engine. So, let's go to the other side right here. Do the same exact thing. Open this up. Break it right down the center of the spine. And of course it wants to fight you. It always does. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Let's find that up a little bit better. Bring that point over there. And make sure that it's parallel with that. And you can kind of adjust it a little bit if you need to. Alright. Okay, once you got these like this right here, you got these stand-ups. I don't know why that one went weird, but we'll take it anyways. And we'll just push it into position. We are the masters of the paper. Anywho, we'll just put that one on the bottom. Alrighty. Now let's pull these back out here the way they were when they were straight. Okay, like that. And then pull this one back out here straight too. Okay. Now what we're going to try and do, we're going to take our ship body right here. And you'll notice we've got, let's see here, I'm going to move this focus back out a little bit. You see how there's like an opening down in here like that now? Okay. You're going to want to fit these two prongs into those two slots right there. Slide it down, then inside, you're going to want to slowly maneuver it. Let's see, it's hard to see, but you want to get little things to go inside there too. And just work with it and play with it. It eventually will work its way in where it's supposed to go. You just got to wiggle it a little bit. Just a wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There you go. And it moves on into position on its own. Alright, get it to go as far in there as you possibly can. Just like that. Alright. Very good. If you got to this point right here, you are doing absolutely awesome. Okay? You can kind of see that the ship is starting to take shape. Now, where we made these folds before, you see how they're going to overlap each other like this right here? I want you to take that, put both those pieces, and fold those back in. Just like that, and close that. Alright. Excellent. One. Then let's come over here and do the same with the other one. Two. Close it in there. Holy smokes, we're doing super awesome, guys. Alright. Alright, there's that right there like that. Okay, let's do a little bit of shaping to the body right here. We're going to pull this right here, make it a little more round, like that. Pull this one right here, make it a little more round, make sure that they're even, like that. Some people leave those under there like that. I like to take them and just invert them underneath like this. More details, more details. More detail, the better it looks, right? Okay, we'll just slide that under there. Right. And at this point, I guess maybe we can take Mr. Glue Stick and just put a little bit of glue daub under there. Make everything stay in position. And let's do the other one right here. Alright, now depending on the way that you want yours to look, you can come over here to the sides. You can bend this over right here too. Make it more round. I don't know, when I was watching the show, it seemed like the Stargazer kind of had a funny elliptical shape to it to me. So that's what I'm going with here. We'll just tuck these inside, underneath, like that. And we'll do the same with this side right here. Tuck it underneath. Turn that one too, and we'll stick it underneath in there. Okay. It gives it kind of a round shape to it right there. Okay. Let's put a dab of glue along the edge right here. We'll close this whole thing. And it'll be locked together. Those little flaps together. Dub, 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 dub. Let's put a little bit under here. Dub, 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 dub. There we go. Holds that in position. Come to the other side. Let's dab a little under here. Put some of those little points. Dub, 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 close. Alrighty. Put a little bit underneath. We don't want a model to come apart. Alrighty. Now we got the basic hull of the ship. Okay, you remember those little planks that we had left over? I want you to take one of those. I want you to, let's see here. One, two, that. And let's go for three. Okay, and then fold each of those in half. Is it better that way? Let's measure and let's see here. Probably be better if we just went about a little thirds of the way. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's make it strong. 4. There we go. Now we're going to take Mr. Scissor, cut off the edge here, excess. Okay, set that over there. Mr. Glue Stick. Just put some glue on here. Like that. We'll close that puppy up. There we go. Alright. Pieces like that are going to fit inside there. Okay. Let's cut this in half. We don't need a piece that long. So let's measure in half by folding it. Okay. Lots of crumpling today. Okay. Let's just snip that in half right there like that. Okay. Keep these two pieces right here because we're going to use those as our mounts for our engines. Okay. Let's make some engines now. Take the second piece of paper that we had, Fold this long ways like this. Do, 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 do. Okay. And let's fold that in half. Like this. Okay. Open it up. Fold that in half again to the center line. Like that. Bring the other one to the center line. Like this. Okay. And we're going to fold this over. Make a rectangular shape. Alright. Increase it in half this way. Okay. Line everything up so everything is all hunky-dory. There we go. Alright. It's going to be one engine set. We're going to take a second piece of paper, fold it in half, like this. Half. Half again. Like that. Okay. Bring these to the center line. Make it fold. To the center line. Make a good fold. Alright. Open it up. We're going to go the same length as the other one. Like that. And fold it in half. Like that. Make sure all our folds are even. Alright. Now, take both of these, open them back up. Like that. All the way. I'm going to take this. And we're going to snip it in half right here. Okay. We're going to put them back together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta-da! One engine. These back together. Put that back over. 2 engines. Let's take this other one. Open it back up. Snip it in half. That. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Third engine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth engine. Alrighty. Now, I want to take one of these squares right here. Take Mr. Gluey. We're going to put a dab of glue there and a dab of glue here. And we're going to take one of these engines and stick that in right about there. And fix it on there. Okay. Make sure all your folds are lined up still. Okay. Then we're going to take another engine. We're going to put dab of gluey here, dab of gluey here. And we're going to go in here and stick Mr. Engine on there like that. That's why this one's a lot more like paper crafting, because you're making a lot of little parts and stuff. But it's still got some tenements of origami to it. Okay, so there's one set. Let's open this up and put some glue in the center here. And we'll close that. Do the other side. So that in there. Glue. Seal this shut in here. Seal this one shut here. Like that. You can even lift up under here and put some glue in. Just make them solid. That's Japan. Messy. Okay. Set that to the side. Let's make another one. Grab that piece. Glue dobby here. Glue stick's coming apart. Okay. Slide it in there up to that edge. Squeeze. Okay. Then we'll put a glue dobby here. One under here. Okay. Slide it in there. And squeeze. Alright. And we'll put a little bit of reinforcing glue there. A little bit here. Okay. Put a little under here. A little bit under here. Okay, let's open this. We'll put some under here. Close that. Open that. Put some under here. Close that. Now, we've got two sets of engines right here. They pretty much match up pretty good. Okay. Let's trim these a little bit so they got the proper shapes. I noticed that there's a slight bevel right here to these, so we'll just chop that. When I was watching the show, chop that right there. Yeah, little pieces everywhere. Same thing with this one right here. Chopped a little bevel on this side right here. Okay. Now we got our two engine sets. So let's take our ship right here. Remember how we folded this up here like this? Okay, we want to open that up. Let's put a massive amount of glue right here because we don't want anything flying away. We'll put some on the top, flap too, like that. And we're going to take an engine set. We're going to go beep, 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 beep. Just merge it right inside there. And close that on top. Perfect. One. Let's flip the ship over. Open this one up. It's kind of a funky looking one, but alrighty. Put a big chunk of gluey glue right there. Like that. And then we're going to take the second set of engines. Beep, 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 beep. And fold that over right there. Lock it in place. Good deal. Alright, guys. Let's put a little bit of glue along the edges right here like this and seal this shut. I think we already did that, but it came undone. I'm just going to put some more in here. Like that. And feel free to maybe make some support pieces or whatnot. But now you have a very nice model of the USS STARGAZER, Captain Picard's first starship. I think that's very nice. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your views. Tell your friends about it. Share this around. Everybody have some happy origami. Have a good day.